What is up, YouTube? How's it going? My name is Arielle.
Eris. I'm Eris. No, I'm Eris.
Off screen, we have Joanna. And today it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
I just watched a video of a baby head coming out of his mama, and then his shoulders followed. Respect to the mamas.
Okay, because we not mamas, but we eating good today, because today was a good day, you know? We eating. So we got our little, what is this? This is a boil. It's a seafood boil. It has shrimp, turkey sausage, mussels, crawfish, tilapia, that's a new one, corn, boiled eggs, potatoes. I don't know if I said that already, but you know what? Amazing. I'm not even mad. That's good.
I told you that you should dip it now. Pour it over too.
Child, okay. So, get into the video. So, we're going to talk about some things. This is our first video on YouTube, so we just wanted to make it fun and interactive and, you know, get to know us. We are roommates.
I thought this was a one-time thing, y'all.
Anyway, so
you know I'm here.
So we are all roommates, and we met. We're actually all from the Midwest, so shout out to anybody from the Midwest. I'm from Michigan, Detroit.
I am from Akron, Ohio.
Woody Woot. So I went to Michigan State University. I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Theater Arts and a Bachelor of Arts in Journalism. So, you know, I'm smart or whatever. Woo, okay. This is a little hot. It's good though.
It is good. The sauce is really good.
We both moved out here to work for a nonprofit company. We will not say the name.
What you want that? Message us.
Message. Okay. But yeah, we bonded over our
experience.
Our experience. So we bonded over our experience.
If we're being honest,
Ooh.
really,
Ooh.
we needed roommates. So
we needed to get out of our situation that we were in.
The roommate is what brought us closer.
It is. But she wouldn't know what to do without me, so
I have a pretty good idea.
She wouldn't know what to do without me. We're gonna leave it at that. So what you want to talk about? I don't know what else to talk about.
How's been quarantine?
Oh, child, this quarantine.
It's been great for me.
Well, I'm more of an extrovert. I like to go out. And even when I do like to be in, I like to have that choice. So the fact that I'm bored and I'm in a house bored, it's not my choice to be. But it's actually not been bad. I have been doing so many webinars. Y'all, I'm a chef at this point. I'm a photographer. I can do it all, okay? I've done so many webinars. But yeah, I've just been honing my skills and my crafts. Oh, so yeah, what I do now, I am an actor and a model. Whoa!
Oh yes.
Wow. So I act and I model, and I've really been trying to, you know, get into honing my crafts and just, you know, getting more into my purpose. I feel like that's definitely my purpose. Yeah. So if anybody want to hire me, those girls looking.
Quarantine for me has been great. I have been relaxed. I've been asleep. I've been eating. I've been watching some movies.
What movies you been watching?
Not movies. I've been watching TV shows.
Oh.
What have I watched? Gotham. Westworld,
So you
Ozark,
corn?
Money Heist.
Good.
What's that show? Mad Men. I watched Mad Men. That was good.
I like that one.
And Good Girls, which is surprisingly not terrible. They be getting on my nerves, but not terrible. But it's been nice not to have to get up and go nowhere. It don't bother me at all.
It's been nice not having to buy gas in California when gas can be over $3.
Like 2 months. I done filled up twice. That's great, and I just filled up the other day for $2.15.
Okay, in California, in Los Angeles at that prices.
This little crawfish eyes looking at me, and I don't like it.
Oh, okay. So there's crawfish in here, and some people may not know how to eat crawfish, so I'm gonna do like a small tutorial.
I just Googled it.
First of all, if you haven't been blessed to live in a place where crawfish are a thing, bless your life. Go to the store, get you some, figure it out. It's a bomb. But this is what a crawfish looks like. Yeah, he looks like a little lobster. So if we gonna really get into it, he looks like a little lobster. So what you want to do is break the head from the tail like that. Y'all see that? And this, see, I'm getting all the juices coming out. With the head, you can
like my head came off.
You did something wrong. You didn't follow the directions. Okay, so the head and the tail. So with the head, you see all the juices coming out. There's juice in there, so you can suck the head. Pause. And then you can get rid of that. But right here, the tail is where the meat is. So you want to take that part and just pull it out. That's a nice little tail right there. Get you dip it in some dip sauce and stuff. And you go ahead and tear that up. That's all that's in there. Get rid of that. And that's how you eat a crawfish. She focused. Focus, okay?
Crawfish is pointless.
Oh, okay. Next.
You do all that to get this little piece. You know how many of you gotta eat to get full?
That's why you got other stuff in there. You gotta, you just gotta expand your horizons. Crawfish is really prominent down south, just like boils are, I think came from Louisiana or something like that. Definitely down south. So those from down south, you are blessed and highly favored because this is something you had growing up,
Yeah.
Like, we in our 20s, and I think in my 20s is probably when I started eating crawfish. Maybe. I don't know, maybe not. That might be a lie. You know what? Let me stop lying. This was Jo's first time, and I think it was her last, but if you I think so. Yeah. I think it's just like with crab legs. If you can sit there and tackle your crab legs, you can get through some crawfish. Honestly, truly. Not even gonna sit here and lie.
At least with crab legs, you get more meat out of it.
You do. But you definitely gotta work on it. You gotta work. You're doing the most. Like, wow. Why are you doing this?
Doing a lot.
So, in this boil, my new things was the boiled egg. I never had a boiled egg in my boil. And I never had tilapia.
So that's new.
And it tastes really good. The sauce that not the sauce, but the water. So I started with a base of water. I added chicken bouillon, some slap your mama seasoning, lemons, onions, garlic. I also added cilantro and green onions. I'm gonna post a video for it, so check probably below. I'll probably link it just to show you the process of how I cook this. Amazing, like it's amazing. I always am baffled with when I cook, not just because I can't, but it's just like it's something new, and it's another thing to add to why I should be a wife. Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of, let's talk about
About what?
just relationships in general. Like, do you feel like you've had like great relationships, or
Nope.
that one relationship that got away, or
Nope.
terrible relationships?
Relationships when you're young don't count.
What's young? Because college is young. And that
College.
count.
It
No,
don't count.
college relationships.
You're not ready for no.
Joe, what you think?
Now they're gonna be younger.
Yeah, I only had one relationship. So
But it counted though.
it counted.
First time.
Yeah. It was a long time. So
What's a long time?
I would say we were probably like consistent for 4 years and then on and off for another 4 years.
Woo! Okay.
Yeah.
That is a whole K through 8 tenure. Can't play with nobody like that.
And then it was basically the majority of it like in college, and that was not a good experience. Like you said, you're young, you're supposed to experience college, I guess. So.
But yeah. Well, I guess I didn't really have a for real relationship. I had boyfriends in high school or whatever. That I would say probably didn't count because it was high school. And then I didn't have a single relationship in college. I think I was focused on other stuff at that point. I was doing some other things. So I was like, who needs a boyfriend? Now, did I talk to people? Yeah. And did I date? Absolutely. But I just wasn't serious with nobody's son until after college. And then I got a boyfriend after college. And that lasted 3 years. 3.5. He was on and off for about 6 months or whatever. But that ended pretty toxically. So, but oh, I thought you was making a face.
I was, but not for this.
She has a biased opinion.
Okay, so when you say toxic, what was toxic? Like, who do you feel was toxic?
Woo!
What
Child.
made it toxic, if you want to share?
Now, and this is not biased because I think that there are some things that, you know, I can change about myself, but I don't think I was toxic. Like, and when I say toxic, so it started out as in the same state. So I'm from Michigan, went to school at Michigan State, and my boyfriend was at Michigan State. So we started out in the same state. And then I moved to California. And that's really when we got rocky because it was long distance. That was the whole thing. And then the toxic part came. It was just like, I think just insecurities. So it would be like, why aren't you calling me? Why aren't you texting me back? I don't like when you talk to this person. You know, you need to pay more attention to me. Stuff like that. And it caused small fights, but it caused like, you know, like little build-up. So it was kind of like, all right, this little thing, and then on top of that, this little thing, and then on top of that. So then when we would get around each other, it would be cool, and then something would happen, and it would just like, we would burst. So that was kind of bad. Yeah, it ended pretty rough. And to not go into too many details, we had to call some extra people in, and yeah. But and that was a real hard time, especially because I was out here and like being in LA. I don't have much family out here. I probably have a family member, a cousin, but my mom, my dad, all the people that I would talk to, they're back home. So I was going through a really, really hard time for like a year, like a really, really hard time. I don't know until I honestly got over it and then met somebody else. That was also toxic.
You know, I'm glad you said that because I was gonna say, do you feel like you've grown for that? Like you learned from that? And
yeah, I definitely think so. I think. What?
That was her question to you.
And you have a look.
I have looked because
Cause what? Exactly. Speak your mind. Speak your truth. Speak your honest.
I'm listening. I'm trying to be an active listener.
Anyway, I do feel like I've grown. Honestly, truly. Even with my ex, me and my ex could not talk for like a year and a half, probably 2 years after we broke up. It was just really, really bad. And he really, really hurt my feelings at the end of it. And so I just couldn't process that. It wasn't something I was like comfortable with. But now we are, we cool. Like, is this something I will ever return to? No, just because of how it was. But are we cordial? Can we have conversations? Can we talk through certain things? Yes. And I feel like that in itself is growth, because there was a certain point when I could not look at him. Whether it was on the internet, whether it was in person. Like, the first time I saw him, I think after we broke up, I had an anxiety attack. It was really like I just didn't know what to do. It was such a shock to me. So he moved to LA as well. So I lived out here. A year later, he moved out here, and then it just didn't work. And for the life of me, I couldn't really understand why, because we were finally in the same place again. I'm like, oh, it should work out a little bit better, but it didn't. So that was rough, honestly. But I feel like in all situations, like, you gotta grow. And you gotta find your faults too. Like, I know I'm not a perfect person at all. I have many faults. It's things that I have to still work on, but I know myself. And I feel like I know the type of person that I can work with, I can be with, I can, function with, and it's cool. And the people I can't. Point, period. Now what you want to say? Please go.
I don't want to say nothing. I feel like for me, I feel like being the friend of someone who has been through a rocky relationship, because this is now my second person. That other person that did them wrong is like, I don't want to say dead to me, because, live, thrive, flourish. I don't think they should be allowed to speak to them again. Like, so, just the way it went down. Apology or no apology, if it don't come, in my opinion, wish you well, but
keep it pushing.
Keep pushing. I can't stand it, because just being that ear to the person who was going through it, it's like you went through a lot, and I'll never be able to care for them. Like, my friend, she went through a situation with a man, and some time went by, and she was talking to him, and he was still stupid. I'm like, why do you even bother? But, so it just be bothering me. So, good person or not, I don't really care.
Well, so, but what if they've changed? Like, what if they found God? So you just feel like all ties should be cut? Period.
That ain't up to me.
I mean,
but in my opinion, maybe they need to apologize to your friends too. Maybe it's that. Maybe that's the thing. Because I feel like, I don't care to talk, I'm probably never gonna see them again. I don't know. But maybe that's the thing, because they go through it with you too. So even if they get over it, it's like you still feel what you feel because of how they treat them. And for my one friend too, some people just be trying it. And for me, it's almost like you allowing it. And it's like, I will be that reminder to you that you'll never be back in that place. But maybe that's it. Maybe they need to also apologize to your friends, because they was there when trying to clean up your mess.
Okay, so just hear that out. So if you're the person who, guy or girl, if you're the person that did someone wrong, or you fell out with that person, or y'all not together anymore, think about apologizing to the crew, because that's usually the people that's gonna be there, who's gonna listen. When I'm telling you, it took me a year to a year and a half to get over my ex. I talked to him, to every single person I knew. I kid you not.
the whole story of how every single thing went down was told over 100 times to anyone who would listen.
But I was really still trying to process it. It was one of those things where I was still trying to process it.
And that's the thing, because processing is like, okay, ain't no time limit on, how you feel and whatnot. But I think on the other side, it's like, it's hard to watch someone that you care about, somebody that you know deserves better, stuck over somebody who treated them so wrong. No matter how long they was together, whatever the reason, it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that this was dirty, but you still are just so hung up. But that part really doesn't matter, because it's like you gotta take your time to process and so that you can feel like you're able to move on and process like what happened, how it happened, maybe your part in it. But in my mind, take your time. You need to not get over, but heal, grow, get through it to where you feel like, okay, today is better than yesterday. But that person will never be able to like screw you over again. Friends, even if it's on surface level, like she be talking to this man now, and I don't agree with it. But what if this is her husband, future husband? But what if that was the case, and it was like, okay, eventually, because even my friend, like, what if, because people go through stuff all the time, so you never know. What if years later it's like something happened, some come to Jesus moment, and they ended up together? Then it would be like, okay, well, me gotta get over it now, like, because they did. But it's hard on both sides.
That's hard.
I'm not a fan of it.
To have to go through a situation and then talking with your friends and stuff for y'all to get back together, and then it's like real down, like, you're not invited to the Friendsgiving.
Okay.
Like, how do you handle that situation? Like, and it's like, what? I'm not invited.
You not. So,
but I think that goes back to the apologizing to the friends. Like, I feel like if there was someone that I was with that we mended our relationship and potentially wanted to get back into something, yeah, you would have to be good with my friends, because obviously these are the people that are going to be there because they were there once, and you have to know that wasn't a good situation, and they had to, if it harmed me, it harmed them. It's kind of like, my friends cry, I cry, whatever. So it's one of those things where you got to get back in with the friends, like whatever you got to do, whatever, maybe it's a talk that y'all all have to have, or just maybe it's,
I ain't saying like write no letter or nothing, but like a gesture. It could be a brunch, it could be something like intentional, not like, oh, by the way, so and so's coming, but like intentional, like,
put the effort in.
Not even a sit down, but like, say if it was like, oh, I want to host a brunch for your friends or something, or like, something, I don't know, but just something intentional. Because for me, for either of them, you or my other friend, I don't understand why they let him talk to me.
Well, it took some time, okay? It took some time. It wasn't an overnight thing. Again, it took like a year and a half. Yeah, it took like a year and a half. I used to talk to his friends, my friends, our friends, because we had multiple mutual friends. And I mean, I had to block him on social media. Like, I could not stand it. I could not take seeing him just living life, being happy when I wasn't. I couldn't take him dating someone else. I couldn't take him just, living life, doing things that like we used to do, or things I used to teach him, or anything. I was just like, really you gonna do that? So again, but what I will say is that he did apologize to me. we like went to a lunch or something, and we really just talked. And it was hard, but it was one of those things where, and the other thing was I feel like I didn't get closure at the end of it, so that sucked. So I had to like process everything without knowing, without having closure, without just feeling like, okay, this is a done deal, point blank period. It was kind of sort of left up in the air. It was sucky. So
is closure always needed? I feel you, like sometimes I be like, I need a proper closure. Like, what does that really mean? Like,
I think it really depends on the person, because I can't sit here and say like, that's just like me saying like, you need to get over it. You need to. You can't say that. That's that person, especially if it was time, or if it was just the way things happen. It's like you really sometimes want to know like really what happened. Like, I would never probably tell y'all a story that happened, but a situation, it was like I need to know every single detail of what happened, no matter how bad it might hurt me, just because that's the type of person I am. I need to process everything, so I want to know the entire scope.
Yeah.
But it's just depending on the person. But some people, like, they do gotta find their own closure, or just growing within themselves and learning to love themselves again. That's closure for them.
Mm-hmm.
It just really depends on the person.
Yeah, I say that too. I'm definitely a closure person. I need closure. I give people closure. I feel like if we not gonna talk again, I'm going to let you know that we're not talking again, or I'm going to let you know why we're not talking again. I just feel like that's a common courtesy. Like, if I'm not really a ghoster. Like, you're not gonna catch me just not not talking to someone. Like, I'm gonna give you the courtesy of knowing you won't have my presence around.
That's cool, because I was straight.
That's narcissistic.
Somebody.
How? Because I want you to know that you ain't gonna never talk to me again, and this is why.
Yep.
Instead of just not talking about it, like not talking to him, like,
because that's awkward, and I just feel like
that ain't awkward because you ain't talking to him no more. How you know?
Because then they can still reach out and be like, hey, how's it going? Or I want to talk, or I want to go somewhere, and it's just like, I'm not on that with you no more. But they don't even know that, so then they just in here looking dumb, trying to reach out.
Only way I can say that you should, be real with somebody is maybe if you're talking to somebody and you're really not interested and they keep trying, they not catching hints or something, then yeah, you can have that conversation. Like, I'm not that, I'm not interested in you in that way, or like something like that. But like, if y'all had a falling out, or they did whatever, I feel like just to say like, you're not talking to me no more, I'm not talking to you, and this is why, and I want you to know that I'm not gonna be in your life. It's just like, that's narcissistic. Thinking a lot of yourself.
I wasn't talking about it like that. I definitely meant on if I'm talking to somebody or even a friend, like I'm really big on friendship, so it's gonna take a lot for me to not talk to someone. But that's happened to me. Like, I've had friends like stop talking to me and I didn't really know why, and I was still reaching out saying happy birthday, or like, how was this, how was that, stuff like that, and I wasn't catching a hint that they wasn't talking to me. And it took one of my friends 6 months to tell me like, hey, I had a problem with this, so I just wasn't kind of talking to you. And I had no idea, like, you got a problem with what? And it was an easy fix. It was one of those things where it was just like, all you had to do was say it, boom, it's done. It's whatever. But because she never said it, I was just like, dang, I didn't even put two and two together. Like, we're grown, we all have things to do, except now in quarantine. But like, you have your life, I have my life. We're on a 3-hour time difference. So if I hit you up, you don't hit me back, or it takes you a while, I'm not mad or sad or something. If your birthday come and I have to just tell you happy birthday and keep it pushing, I'm not mad. We're all grown, we'll catch up when we catch up. But that was one of those things that I did not know. So I wouldn't just leave somebody out like, oh, I'm just not gonna talk to you no more, and you're not gonna know why. Like, I would let you know. It's not on no, just I'm thinking of myself. No, I'm thinking of you too, because I don't want you to sit here and reach out and there's some bad blood. But that's not me. I don't usually have bad blood. Like, I would want to at least try to clean it up. And if we can't, cool, let's go our separate ways. We have outgrown each other. This was our season. It's past. I've learned whatever I needed to learn. Cool, let's go.
This was really, really yummy.
It was.
I'm kind of full. The fish was really good. I found a piece.
Oh yes. It
The
was small.
onions are seasoned a lot, I'll say.
Like, I mean, they was
They're like
in the
salty.
water.
And that's probably what it is. Like,
Yeah.
the onions are the only thing that's like salty. Everything else is like seasoned perfect. But the onions, for some reason, are like, I need a whole gallon of water. But everything else, delicious.
Well, this was my first time making this in a pot. I've done boils in the oven when you like put it in the foil and stuff, but I've never done this. So,
What kind of boil? What do you put in the one in the oven?
like a boil in a foil. So I can put like all of this in a foil.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I've done that before.
yeah. I have remember that.
Yeah, but I just never done it in a pot. So I was like, it's a little different.
It's gonna be nibbled on for the next couple days.
Man, it's a lot up in here. Yep, definitely can get some use out of this. I'm so excited. Y'all, this was amazing. It was so good. And I just enjoyed it.
Same.
Joe, did you like your potatoes?
Yes, girl. Real spicy.
Yeah.
Did you like the mussels?
The mussels was not bad.
They're not terrible. See, I could. Yeah, they grew on me, but
Chewy.
once you get past the
Chewy.
something that you're not used to eating and the look of it, you can get to the taste. The crawfish though, I ain't gonna hold you.
Exactly.
I don't know about those ones.
I agree.
I gotta go to my cousin, who mama from Louisiana, so I can learn. Cause I feel uncultured right now. But it's okay.
Them things good though. Them things good. I will say that. It's good.
Transfer.
Okay, I eat them. That's good.
Give me your muscle.
Girl, bye. Out your
Turn it
mouth.
off.
You had potatoes though. What else don't I want? That's probably it.
Thank you for eating with us.
Thanks.
Impromptu eating.
Bye.